Hi everyone, Jason from Iron Fence Shop. If you've seen the differences between our traditional grade and signature grade profiles, you might be wondering which one's best for my project. In reality, there's no right or wrong answer here. They're both going to look beautiful. It's really going to come down more to a matter of budget and preference. Which one do you like more? How much is the project budget going to allow? Really, there isn't a wrong way to go. However, there are a couple guidelines we can go over to kind of help in the decision-making process. Let's go ahead and start with our traditional grade. This is going to be our smaller profiled one here in the center, and our stronghold iron and our infinity aluminum. Basically, some things you can think about whether that's going to be the right choice for your project. Is the fence going to be somewhere you have full control of? Say a backyard, offset from the property. Basically people aren't going to come in contact with it unless they're in your yard as guests or it's you and your family. The next thing is if you want the look of a much older fence. The smaller profiles of the traditional grade more closely match the old world fences that were built by hand. They didn't have the manufacturing capability to do the larger pieces, the larger castings, welding, that sort of thing. So it's going to look more like an old world fence in the smaller traditional grade profile. Another nice thing with traditional grade is, let's say you've got a lake view, a vista, something beyond the property there that you actually like and you don't want to block the look of. That's probably why you chose iron or aluminum fence. The gaps between it there allow you to kind of see things behind it. Even though the air gap between the signature grade and traditional grade is the same, you're going to probably notice the traditional grade less. The smaller components are going to kind of blend to the scenery more. They're not going to block that lake view, that landscape vista, anything like that. That also is another point. Let's say you want the fence to be more of a part of the landscaping and not so much a focal point for it. Again, the traditional grade smaller components are going to kind of blend in with things more and not call out so much attention to them. Let's go ahead and move on to our signature grade here, our big heavy duty pieces. You're going to kind of ask the same questions. Where's the fence going? Is it going to be in more of a public atmosphere, say next to a sidewalk in front of your house, commercial application, that sort of thing? The heavy duty nature of this is just a little bit more peace of mind insurance should someone try using it as their personal jungle gym, run into it with a bike, that sort of thing. Again, not to say the traditional grade isn't heavy duty enough to handle that, it's just a peace of mind thing with the extra heavy duty nature of the signature grade. One other thing to think of too is in terms of where's it going? Is it going to be in front of a larger home? Really far set off from the property? If that's the case, the bigger profile of the signature grade is going to show up more. Where we talked about the traditional grade kind of blending into the scenery, the signature grade is going to actually stand out more. You're going to kind of notice it and see it more in the scenery. So if you want the fence to be more of a focal point, the larger signature grade is going to be a good choice for that. The last thing is security. If you're sending out more of a message of stay out, or this is kind of a secure stay away area, again, the more intimidating, larger profile of the signature grade is going to be good for that. It's also going to take a lot more abuse if someone was trying to get in or something like that. It's just going to kind of send more of that message out for you there. So again, I just kind of want to stress, there's no right or wrong answer here. Traditional grade, signature grade, they're both going to look beautiful around your home. You really can't go wrong either way. Again, think of it in terms of preference. Do you like the bigger profile? Do you like the smaller profile? Budget. One thing to keep in mind is that the signature grade is going to be about 50% more expensive than its traditional counterparts just because of the additional material and thickness of things inside of there as well. Weight also, if you're installing this yourself, the signature grade with its bigger components again is going to be heavier. Looking at my 6-foot ones behind me here, if this were a full-size 8-foot wide panel, it'd weigh about 120 pounds in its signature grade, weigh about 70 pounds in its traditional grade counterpart. So again, something to keep in mind. Can't stress enough, there's really no wrong way to go. If you're not sure, you can always talk to your Iron Fence Shop sales representative. They can kind of hear where you're installing it, the look you're going after, and actually help guide you through the process some.